So, I'm going to be showing you guys some incredible pieces of tech. I'm also going to be giving away 3 of the items shown in the video, so be sure to number 1 subscribe, and number 2 comment down below which one is your favourite. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So first up is what is marketed as the world's smallest 10,000 mAh power bank. And to be clear, that's no small feat. This tiny little thing, which fits into the palm of your hand, can fully charge an iPhone 7 4 times over and still have some to spare. It's got 4 LED indicators, but unfortunately only 1 USB slot, i.e. you're only going to be able to charge 1 USB device at any one time. On the bright side though, the finish is far nicer than what you might expect on a normal power bank. It has this sort of premium matte quality to it, which very few do. So this guy doesn't support Qualcomm's quick charge, but it does have an output of 2.1 amps, which does make it faster at charging than most standard power banks. So the next one is a bit of a different one. This is the WD Blue SSD, and for just under $100, you can get yourself 250 gigabytes of storage. Now these aren't necessarily oriented at the people who want extreme ultra high-end performance, but compared to a traditional hard drive, for example what I was using before in my PC, it offers a noticeable upgrade in performance. By replacing the pretty high-end hard drives that were currently in my computer with the Blue SSD, I managed to increase my read and write speed from something around the 200 megabytes per second mark to something closer to 500 megabytes per second. And instantly you can notice it, the PC loads faster, everything feels much more responsive, and it even helps you when you're video editing. And looking at the company's website, they're pretty confident about their product. It's claimed to have a 1.75 million hour lifetime, as well as a 3-year warranty as standard. So on the subject of world's smallest, we've also got supposedly the world's smallest 3D printing pen. Now this is by the company Enervision, not a particularly well-established brand, but I had no problems with them personally, everything arrived on time, and it's a pretty well-built product. Bear in mind that when you do buy the pen, you will get some colour with it, but it's not enough to really last you any significant amount of time. Now usage of the product is pretty easy. You simply plug it in, connect it to some sort of mains connection or a power bank, and watch the temperature heat up. Now it is going to get to about 208 degrees internally, pretty hot to the touch as well, but not enough to really burn you. And you simply hold down a button to eject the plastic, and within seconds of touching the air, it cools down enough to harden. It lets you build more or less structures in the air, and seems to have a pretty similar quality and performance to much thicker, much bulkier models, so in that sense it's a bit of an achievement. So then we've got the DZAT DF10s. You're probably thinking, what on earth did he just say? Well, this is a pair of earphones that is unusual for quite a lot of reasons, and the first one, as you probably guessed, is the packaging and presentation. Not only do you have these sort of standard accessories like a pouch and an instruction manual, but you've also got a notebook and a pen, both in this sort of biodegradable bamboo style. Not only that, but we've also got a bunch of ear tips, even comply foam tips included, which is very unusual for an earphone at this price. The cable is particularly high quality, got a nice woven material to it, and there's a gold-plated headphone jack to allow for slightly better connection. In terms of the microphone, it's a pretty average effort, but at least it's present. But these earphones, for the price you pay, for $20, they look stunning. They're actually made of genuine maple wood, which came as a pretty big surprise to me. They feel high quality, but most importantly sound fantastic. They've got rich detail across the spectrum, surprising amounts of bass, but unfortunately they are open earphones, so whilst it does add a nice airy sound signature, if you turn the volume up too high, people on the outside may be able to hear, but it's never as bad as Apple's AirPods. Now this one's pretty cool. By the company Kotek, this is a fast wireless charging stand. Now I guess one of the main selling points is just how discreet it is. It really sits quite nicely on a desk just in the background, but does need a micro USB plugged in at all times. It's got a nice little blue indicator for when it's on standby, which then turns to green when it's actually charging something. So it also supports wireless fast charging, which isn't as fast charging via a cable, but can still charge my Galaxy S8 Plus in about 3.5 hours. It's also a really sturdy piece of kit. Once you place your phone in, there's grips inside as well as on the bottom, so it's just not gonna budge. I feel very confident actually using the phone just in that upright position. So if you've been lucky enough to get your hands on a Nintendo Switch, another awesome piece of tech this month is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now considering how few people, to be honest, bought the original Mario Kart 8 game on the Wii U, I guess it's not really too much of a disappointment that they almost re-released the same title. To be fair though, the Switch version has a number of advantages. First of all, on that 6.2-inch HD screen, it looks glorious. It lets you take multiplayer gaming on the go with up to 4 players on one Switch, and it's also added in a whole host of new battle modes. which to be fair are great, but they do almost feel like something which was just excluded from the original game just so they could add something later on. There's also a further expanded set of vehicle customization options, and all in all, this is just an awesome game to play on your own or with others. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, just be sure to subscribe and then comment down below which one was your favourite. That'll help me select the winner. With that being said, I'm Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'm signing out.